If I were to observe you for a day, would I be able to predict the future that you're dreaming of? Guys, our future is not in our dreams. Our future is built in our habits. Hi, I'm Amy, and today we're going to be talking about the power of your habits to propel your future forward and how to embrace new habits and how to master the habit hack. Every day, our habits are driving us closer to our dreams, are moving us backwards. We all have habits, guys, good and bad. We all have them. I've got some good habits and I've got some bad habits, right? But we've all got them. And our habits are literally, you can tell me what your dreams are, but when I observe your habits, I'll tell you if they're in line or not. And I can lay my dreams out there or not. And I've been asking myself, and this is a good question to ask yourself, do my habits support my future dreams? Do my daily habits support my future dreams? And I would venture to say that a lot of us, our habits halfway support our dreams. They don't entirely support our dreams because they're kind of laced with some inconsistency and laced with some, maybe I'll do that next week kind of things. But our daily habit is really the driver of our future. Our daily habit is what is going to cause us to become the person that magnetizes our future. Like we literally become the person that we are supposed to become in the midst of doing the daily habits. Okay. So we're going to talk about 3 ways to change them or lock in. Your future isn't determined by your dreams, it's shaped by your daily habits. The small choices you make consistently are the most accurate predictor of who you're becoming. You want to change your life? Start by changing your habits. Okay. Guys, we're in May. People are starting to think like, hey, it's summertime. Let me take a break. I beg you, do not take a break from your dreams. Do not take the gas. Don't take the foot off the pedal. Don't step off the gas. Like, keep charging forth. Maybe you take a little bit of extra time and you do the fun things and you enjoy the sun, do all that, but don't take your foot off the pedal of consistency. Don't take your foot off the pedal of doing your daily activities and your habits. All right. So big changes start with small wins. Okay. So you need to choose one habit that aligns with your goals and commit to it daily, even if it's just for 2 minutes. So maybe your goal is to write a book or start a podcast or do something, prospect more or grow your business or get in good shape. If you just spend 2 minutes a day working on that, right? Thinking on it, but you got to do something. Just a couple minutes a day. Do it every day. Celebrate a small win. Today I was talking to my team and guys, here's the truth of the matter of it. Your morning hours, whether you're a morning person or not a morning person, are your gold. The brain is set. The first 2.5 hours of the day, the front of your brain is so responsive. It's so fast. You think with so much clarity. You think so much more efficiently. So whether you know it or not, like your morning hours are the gold. And so you must develop a habit of thinking in the morning. You must develop a habit of strategizing in the morning. You must develop a habit of doing something every day that moves you towards your goals. Otherwise, the truth of the matter is you'll never make progress. Every year will look like the exact same year. And I'm begging you, please don't do that. I'm begging you, please take your life serious. Take the opportunities you have serious and don't just go on rest mode. Don't go on idle mode. Don't go on, I'll shelf my dreams for another day. Guys, you don't know that you don't know how much time you have left on this earth. You don't know that another window of opportunity will swing around or when it'll pass again. You don't know. So act and act now. Act now. Take the small thing. Guys, there's something that happens to the human being when you do what you say you're going to do. So let's say you say, I'm going to get up 10 minutes early. I can't get up an hour earlier, but I could get up 10 minutes earlier. When you don't do it and you hit snooze and you say, well, I'm going to choose the inconsistent path and I'll push it off till tomorrow. Guess what you just did? You just started to destroy your own credibility with yourself. And I'm being really harsh on this, guys, because so many people live lives that are not authentic. They talk, but there's nothing authentic coming out of their mouth. And the reason is because they're not true to their own commitments. They say they're going to do this, but they don't do it. They say they're going to they're going to go out and walk and run and exercise and eat healthy and prospect and start the book or start the podcast or start the business or build the business plan or make the phone calls. And guess what? They don't do it. That is like kryptonite to your future. It's kryptonite because the greatest force on earth is the force of authenticity. People know you can be saying something, but if it's not who you are, it's not what you do, it vibrates that way. There's something that feels phony. There's something that's like, I don't think so. So, do you do the work? So, create a habit that you can sustain and focus on the win. You got up 10 minutes early today. You should start your day off like I won. I won and I'm going to take winning into my next appointment. I'm going to take winning when I'm walking into work. I'm going to take winning when I get in the car and take my kids to school. Guys, there's nothing like the feeling of doing what you committed to yourself to do. I'm telling you, you'll hate yourself when you hit snooze. You'll hate yourself when you kill the entire ice cream cake, or you just blow through and eat a box of cookies and a bag of Doritos. Like you'll hate yourself for doing those things. Yet we do them all the time. We sabotage ourselves all the time. And why do we do that? Because the picture that we have of our future is fuzzy. We've not clearly defined what we're looking for. When you clearly define where you're going and what your dreams are, and you start to say no to everything that does not line up with it, that's when the world responds. That's when everything starts to shift in your favor. That's when you start to get taken serious on things that you're doing. Oh, you are who you say you are. You do what you say you do. And guess what, guys? That's a life that people want to model. The inconsistent life where you're inconsistent, and we all wrestle with it. Inconsistency is a worthy foe, and we wrestle with it, right? I wrestle with it. Everyone wrestles with it in some area or another. But if you lock in and focus on your daily habits, right? Those habits that are so critical to your future, I'm telling you, start small and stay consistent. Start small and stay consistent. You need to be able to stack the wins because winning is an attitude, winning is a mindset, winning is an energy, and winning is a pattern. You must win. I'm talking to my team all the time. Tell me about your wins. And they'll be like, oh, I don't have any. Did you get up today? Oh, yeah. Did you do this today? Oh, yeah. Guys, celebrate the small wins because they'll build the big wins. Okay? Sometimes in life we think, "Well, I haven't done anything," or we're always looking for the big. It's found in our daily routines, our daily habits. I think it's also important to design your environment. So, what I mean by that, so every morning I get up early, okay? And guys, for those of you who know me, you know I drink celery juice, I go to my workout, and I like to get everything prepared the night before. If I don't prepare the night before to be successful the next morning, I'm not successful in the morning. So here's the thing, guys. Before I go to bed, I cut celery, I clean it, I put it in the refrigerator, I take my juicer to the garage because it is so loud. And at 4:45 in the morning, I am going to wake my family up if I'm blasting that thing. But if I didn't do it the night before, do you know how much more difficult it would be for me to be able to actually, execute on that? Now I get up, I can be groggy-eyed, I can have no feeling of energy or even want to. I'll walk out, open the refrigerator door, grab the celery out, go straight out the garage and juice my juice, right? Like if I didn't create and execute an environment that I already had things prepared, I would fail. Sometimes our greatest thing, I mean, who if you're like our family, the worst question of the day is this: "What's for dinner?" And we can commit on Sunday, "Hey, we're gonna have a meal plan and we're gonna map this thing out." And if we don't execute on that, every night we're eating out of it. We're off the track. We're typically eating food that's not the best for us. And it literally develops a habit of up and down, a life of up and down, of no consistent flow. Guys, you have to design and put things in place in order to guarantee success because the flesh and the you go to bed so willing to I'll start tomorrow. I'll do this in the morning. I got this. And then when the alarm goes off, when you hit snooze, you are forfeiting your future. Really, Amy? Me hitting snooze has that big of impact? I would tell you it plays a significant role in your future. It plays a significant role because who you're becoming in the process of doing the daily activities is what will propel your dreams forward. I was listening to Napoleon Hill, which many of you um, know of him. I love his work. But he was talking about how to create wealth, you literally become the person that attracts it. Like, you hone your skills. You become in your disciplines. You become the person that attracts it by who you become, not just sitting around working harder, working harder. You become it. And that is the greatest thing that a habit can do for you. A habit will transform you from a person of up and down to rock solid. This is who I am. I'm consistent. I'm dependable. My word's my word, and I do what I say I'm going to do. And guys, there's not a greater authority, there's not a greater authenticity than when you hear someone talk that you know does the work, right? So set yourself up for success and plan and prepare for the disciplines you want to have. So the next thing, don't just try the habit, become the kind of person. And this kind of segues in. You're not trying to be a runner, you're a runner. Identify yourself as a disciplined person. Identify yourself in whatever habit it is that you have. I'm someone who eats healthy. I am a healthy eater. I identify as a healthy eater. Now, I might be on the road to struggle with that. I might be challenged with that. The same is true with, anything like reading the word. Like, I am a disciplined person. I read the word. Like, guys, every one of us has the same voices. We all do. There's the pull to be mediocre, to be to be average, to not fulfill your dreams is intense. I'm telling you, your habits, if you lock into them, have the ability, your consistent habit, your your 70-year-old body was a habit that you'll live in, that the result of what you did 20 years before. Like, literally your life, you have to future pace. And if you've listened to this, Amy, you talk about future pacing all the time. My future self will thank me that I got up and did this. My future health will thank me that I did the activity. My future bank account will thank me that I was disciplined. My future will thank me. And guys, this is what I found out. Your future comes fast. Time moves fast. Do the disciplines. Slay the dragon of lasciviousness. Slay the dragon of an unruly, undisciplined life. You're like, Amy, I don't think I ever want to listen to this podcast again. Like, guys, an undisciplined, uh, un like that life is never gonna be, your life will never be as impactful as it could be if you're inconsistent. In one day, out the other. Your habits this one day and your habits that another day. Guys, when you do that, like, your impact just gets marginalized. Your impact becomes muted because when you look at you, you don't see a life that says, "Hey, I'm on purpose. Hey, I do what I say I'm going to do. I'm intentional." You have to create environments that create success. I talk to my team all the time, like, clean your car, clean your closet, organize your desk, like, all the simple things. And yet we all wrestle with it. My arch nemesis is my closet. I'm telling you guys, I wrestle in that closet. Like, I can get it organized for a few days, and then I'll have a busy week, and I'll decide I'll change outfits 5 times in one day, and guess what? It's tore up from the floor up. I'm like struggling to get that thing back in order. It is my struggle, right? But I know that it's a reflection of what I'm wrestling with on the interior. You think, "Man, Amy, don't take life so serious." No, it all has meaning and it all has impact. How I do one thing is how I do everything. That's why you cannot afford to shortcut things. You can't afford to shortchange yourself. Guys, I made a commitment to myself, which no one else, it doesn't impact anybody else. It's just my own thing. I made a commitment. I wanted to do an exercise routine. I wanted to do it every day for the next 30 days. And it would add about 40 minutes to my day. And I already have full days. But I'm like, I'm gonna do it every day for the next 30 days. And guess what? I decided this on Friday, and Saturday morning, the weather wasn't good, and I said, "I'll start Sunday." And then I said to myself, "Ah, my future self will not like me if I don't get started today. If I just keep pushing the ball down the road, it'll be easier to push it down on Sunday too and say, "Hey, you know what? It's Sunday. It's a beautiful day. I'll start Monday." So, Saturday I started. The weather wasn't great. I did it anyway. Sunday, beautiful day. Monday, the weather was not good and my day was packed. And last night, it's 6:30 or 7 o'clock at night, and I had not done my routine. And I have to tell you something, I danced with it. I negotiated with it. I thought, well, it's kind of crazy that I would do it actually right now. No one really cares about this. It's just my thing. What does it really matter? And I went and sat on my couch for a minute and I thought to myself, what the heck are you doing? This matters so significantly because if I don't honor my commitment that I've made to myself, the ripple effect on my future, on my business, on my family is impactful. It will make a difference. If I don't honor myself, the authenticity score that I vibrate at, that frequency will not line up. So guess what? I put my coat on. I went out there. I got rained on. I got wind blown. I wanted to quit about every 10 minutes, and I did it. And here's the thing, every step I took was a fight because I'm like, it is awful out right now. I cannot believe I'm doing this. No one cares that I'm doing this. Is it really gonna matter at the end of the day that I did it? No, but guess what? It does matter. I didn't quit. And guess what? This morning, I woke up with a I finished last night, I was energized. I didn't quit on myself. I did something that was so insignificant to anybody else. It would not matter. It wouldn't matter like a hill of beans, like, no one cares. But it mattered to me, and it mattered to me in the fact that I showed up and I did what I committed to do, and that has a ripple effect. And this morning, faced with the same challenge, I found myself negotiating. Oh, you just did that last night and it's not even been 12 hours. And do you think you really should get up and do that again? And da da da. Like we're always trying to get negotiated out of things that will move us forward. Always. And guess what? Today, I knocked it out. And the whole entire time I was doing it, I was like, wow, I wonder if I can cut this in half. I wonder if I mean, guys, I was negotiating with myself while I was doing it. I literally had to tell myself what I tell everybody. I had to tell my emotions, "Hey, take a back seat." I had to tell those voices, "Shut up." And I started to think about where I wanted to go with my future. And I realized that if I don't lock in and own the habits and own the wins, life will beat you up and talk you out of your dream. So, you not doing the exercise that you committed to, you not doing the personal development that you decided you were gonna do, and you got into it and you after a day or 2, you stopped. Guys, it all counts. So, I would tell you this, hop back on the horse. Get back up and do it again. Get back up and don't make your commitments so hard that you're not gonna fulfill them. Take it baby steps, bite size, bite size, bite size. Your habits determine your future. John Maxwell said, I can determine your future if I can observe you for a day. Scary, right? How much of our future is determined by how if someone were to be silently observing us, how much time is spent scrolling? How much time is spent being not productive, wasting time, making poor decisions for our health? If I can watch you and observe you for a day, I can predict your future. Guys, I don't mean to be bringing a serious message going into summer, but I am begging people, please don't lay down your dreams, your goals. Do not lay it down. Because if you miss the summer and you lose your momentum, momentum is one of the hardest things to regain. If you lose it, you have just lost 2025. You will be going into Groundhog's Day and yet another year of up and down and up and down and up and down. I'm begging you, don't do it. Develop the habit, stay in the habit, be ruthless with yourself. Because doesn't your future deserve it? Doesn't your future deserve you showing up in your best self, putting your best self forward? It does, doesn't it? You have one life. Don't throw it away. Don't live small. Don't play small. Show up. Show up to win. Show up to grow. Show up um to just literally keep transforming your life. The human being is really only satisfied and is really only happy when they're growing. You are designed for growth. You're designed for growth and you're designed for increase. I say this all the time. God is a God of increase. God is a God of increase. But what does it require of me? It requires of me, catch this, I have to have my capacity increased. So many times, if you're going to take on more, you have a capacity issue. I say to God all the time, increase my capacity, increase my capacity. I don't want to play small. I don't want to play small on this earth. I don't want to play small with what you've called me on this earth to do. I don't want to play small with my real estate business. I don't want to play small in my family. I don't want to play small as a parent. Increase my capacity. I want to show up as my best self. Guys, are your habits moving you forward or backwards? Every day, you're moving towards your dreams, towards your the future you want, or you're moving away from them. There's no hanging out in the middle. There's no just staying in a neutral position. It's either growth forward or it's move backwards and lose. That's the facts. As much as I hate that, life is not just a hangout party. Life is not just, hey, I'm going to take the next month and chill and do all that. I mean, do that if that's what you want to do, but that's not the way to win. That's not the way to accomplish. It's not found in just the, hey, I'm just going to chill out, right? And although a little bit of that is great and I think it's important, I'm not saying it's not. We give ourselves a lot of leeway when it comes to that. And I'm telling you, months, years, and decades go by. And you get to the end of your life and you think, huh, man, the pain of regret, I don't want to experience that. Like what the pain of regret that I didn't lay it all out on the line, that I didn't give everything my best shot, that I didn't take the risk, that I didn't go for it. Like that's what's on the line, guys. So you just have to choose your heart. The heart of your of being disciplined in your habits or the heart of regret of not accomplishing what you were supposed to become and who you were supposed to become on this earth. Guys, remember this. You're on this earth for a purpose, and you truly are more. Be blessed. I appreciate you guys listening to this. And if this helped you at all, if it's motivated you, inspired you, send it on, share it with somebody. Please give me a 5-star review. I would love it. And as always, you truly are more.